Hey guys, so today I thought would be a really great day to give you a tour of my doll room since it's mostly done and show you everything that's in there. All thousands and thousands of dolls. Um, and you can see. When you walk in, you're greeted with my wall of Cabbage Patches. But if you close the door, the first thing you're going to see is my Target practice from the range with some creepy Halloween masks on there. And the first row is holiday Barbies, anniversary Barbies, special edition Barbies like my Vincent van Gogh, who I love, and Cher, Day of the Dead, King Kong, Sandy from Grease. And on this side, the top two are more holiday Barbies. I'm like only missing two out of like all 34 that there are. Character Barbies. Got Wonder Woman and Supergirl. Some Scooby-Doo. Spice Girls. Toy Story 4. There's Pee-wee and Urkel down there. And this room, it used to be a garage. And me and my husband's friend is a contractor. And just to pay for like the materials, he came in and built this whole room for us. And it is amazing. And I thank my husband every single day for doing this for me. Like, he really didn't have to. But when we were looking at houses, I said that I couldn't do anything with less than 4 bedrooms. Because I needed the space. And we have 3. And my husband's like, well, you can have the garage. Do whatever you want with it. And I said, can we turn it into a room? And absolutely, we put walls up, everything. I painted in here. Still got to touch up a few things with the paint, but for the most part, it's done. He hung all the shelving and built all the cases. I've done nothing. I'm not very handy with that stuff. I literally just paint it. On this shelf, I have my Wedding Day Midge and my Happy Family, Wedding Barbies, Star Trek Barbies, Halloween Barbies, Army Barbies, President Barbies. This is my beautiful baby cat, Abby, who I had for 12 years, and she's no longer with us, but she's with me every day. There's some Harley Davidson Barbies. We are motorcycle enthusiasts in this family, clearly, along with being 2A friendly. Some Disney Barbies, flower Barbies, seasonal Barbies, angels. There's the 2 my first Barbies. I'm missing 2 more, and of course I'm going to get them eventually. There is the 50th anniversary Toys R Us Barbie. And then up here I have Amelia Earhart, because I'm a huge fan of hers. And Rosa Parks, of course. Wonderful Women. I really like that series that Mattel's done too. I think that's great. Fairy tale Barbies. You have Sleeping Beauty. Barbie Had a Little Lamb. Some mermaid Barbies. She's the Sea Pearl, and she's beautiful. Then I have the Sea Princess, and the first mermaid Barbie they made, and then the jewel hair with the little stickers. I won't take them out of the case. There's the graduation Barbie from the year I graduated high school. Share a Smile Becky, along with my mermaid Ken. Some Golden Girl action figures. And then up there I have some Barbies from the 80s. The Superstar Barbie, which was done the year I was born. Dream Date. Spanish Barbie. California Dream Barbie, Totally Hair. And then down here starts some of my plushies. I have Lala Loopsies, a Valentine's Bear, Lammy and Doc McStuffins, Eloise in the Plaza, my Annabelle, she's huge, she has a little cat somewhere stuffed in there, soft-bodied squishy Barbies, Groovy Girls, and I only have this one Groovy Girl because I thought she looked like me and I thought it was really cute. Tea Party Barbie with a very soft body, and she came with like little soft accessories. My Angle Popin doll. Animator dolls. There's Squeaky. I have my Living Dead dolls over here. I'm missing, so the deal with these are they're actually really freaking cool. You buy the doll, and each doll that you buy comes with a part of Scooby. So I have his head, his body, and his tail. So I need Fred and Daphne to get his forelegs. It's pretty neat though. There's my animator Boo, who is extremely hard to find for a decent price. I found her in a thrift store for like $2, so I took her home and cleaned her up. She has Sully, of course. And there's my Toy Story collection. That Lotso bear I bought when my oldest son, who was 13, was like 2. And I kid you not, that still smells like strawberries. There's Slinky Dog, Barbie's little sister. So some of these dolls were from my childhood. I want to say Magic Nursery, but that's not right. It's the adopting babies that you like come with an outfit with the embroidered name you choose for them. Nanny Annie. And there's Baby Cage. He was already on my channel. That guy is super cool. He is a full robotic baby. The Love-A-Bow doll. I plan on doing a video with him soon. He was obviously not from my childhood, nor was the interactive Cabbage Patch. This little guy is one of those Irwin dolls where you squeeze their stomach and they do like a face motion. His is broken right now, but he yawns. And of course, there's Brian and Ashley, my twins. And this guy, these Lots of Love babies, I thought they were so cute when they came out. They came out when I was like a teenager. That I was 18 and I went and bought this doll just because he was so cute. And he has this little teddy bear with him. Then down here is my 1985 Barbie Dream House, fully furnished. I did a video on that, but essentially I got it from a thrift store for like $65, new in box, never opened. Outrageous. It has everything with it. I have a little Barbie fashion trunk over there, stocked with Rainbow High stuff actually. That mess is just my husband's stuff that he needs to find organization for. There is my cabin that my son broke the chair legs off of, so I don't have those anymore. And my little tent. And then over here is Barbie's camper. That was a Christmas present for my daughter, but at the time she was too young for it. And when we went to go move, I forgot I had it. So I actually didn't even open it until we moved into this house. And her room is a little bit on the smaller side, so she wants it to stay in here. And she is more than welcome to come in here and play with whatever she wants, so long as it's not in a box. And over here, I found this cute little tea table, this little doll table at a thrift store that we go to. And I actually won it on a silent auction. Really cute. Little tea set. And I have Saucy and Little Miss No Name, who I think make the best of friends. And then I call this my horror section. So I have Annabelle over here. And you can see that my daughter was playing with her because her sign is backwards. Raggedy Ann and Andy, the 90th anniversary ones, which I thought fitting since the actual Annabelle is a Raggedy Ann doll. This creepy giant glass doll, like she is full porcelain and she sings, which I didn't realize again until we moved in here and I went to go take it out of its box and it started singing at me. And I'm like, oh, okay, you're not creepy at all. Which I love, by the way. Anything creepy and horror, I'm all for it. There is my Bisque replica. So it's not an actual one. That came out in like 2012. Also a music box. It also sings to you. A little Halloween cat I found at Spirit of Halloween. And we always joke because I have a 15-year-old senior cat. And I always say that Allie, my senior cat, looks just like that. She doesn't, though. She's beautiful. More horror stuff here. There is my Good Guy doll, who I've wanted ever since I was a kid. And I love him. I'm just petrified to take him out of the box because I don't want anything to happen to him. Good Guy cereal. Some Beetlejuice. I love Beetlejuice. Always a fan favorite. The My Buddy doll, which some people say Chucky's look was inspired from. That was actually my husband's doll when he was a kid. And then I have my Jason Voorhees mask with a big knife going through it. My Trick or Treat Sam. And then down here I have some, well, the newer and the old school Polly Pockets. Like they're special editions that Mattel recently just did. And my Funko Pop. I don't really collect a whole lot of Funko Pops, but if I see a character I love, I probably will pick it up. And then those little things have like little babies inside of them, and they're called Mimi and the Goo Goos. And I don't know if anybody has ever heard of them. And then there's some Cabbage Patch Kids down there. And this area might be a bit messy because my daughter plays in here and she doesn't always properly clean up. There's my soft sculpture up there and JoJo Siwa, which I accidentally for Christmas bought 2 of. So I gave one to my daughter to open and I kept the other one instead of sending it back, which I probably should have, but she adds nicely to my collection. This girl right here, she is an actual from 1984 Cabbage Patch Kid, but she's French Canadian, which makes her super cool. So her paper is her plastic's a little messy, but I will not take her out of the box. And then these are all like anniversary ones, like 50th, 15th, 10th, 25th, I believe. And there's my little troll buddies there. Little Chucky and Jason, of course. More Cabbage Patch Kids. Birdie is right here. And she is... So Cabbage Patch Kids came out a little bit before I was born. So actually my mom and my aunt, when they were teenagers, got a couple after the phase died off. And I ended up with both of them. And that's the one closestly similar to the one I had growing up, which would have been my aunt, because she's the darker. My mom was very fair-skinned. Care Bears, and I think there's a My Little Pony plushie down there. Just really cute stuff. Over here I have the original Tickle Me Elmo. I think he actually still works.
That tickles. Oh boy.
And he shakes and vibrates and goes all kinds of crazy. Next to him is my Snack Time Cabbage Patch Kid, who's been on the channel. And behind Padre Peta is a Furby who, his name is Coco, and if you turn him on, he probably still works. I don't really collect a whole lot of Beanie Babies, and I never was into them. But they came out with this little McDonald's one that I had to have, and they had a lot of backlash over this guy because who does he look like? And his name is Poopsie. So they had a lot of backlash over him. So when I seen him in a thrift store, I hurried up. Or you know what? I think it was the doll show. But I hurried up and I got him anyway. And then this girl, Lola Georgia, is who I purchased when I went to Babyland. There's more Cabbage Patch Kids and some Sesame Street characters down there. My son's Thomas the Train. And I won't get rid of it. I keep it stashed with the Cabbage Patch Kids because it has a lot of memories for me. And then these are my IKEA cases that, once again, my husband built. I took no part in building any of that. I have they're from the 90s, but they're music box ballerinas. I have Swan Lake and the Nutcracker. There's my beautiful Bob Mackie, the moon goddess up there. She's beautiful. And then I have the Classique collection and the Great Eras. I love the Flapper and the Egyptian Queen. I think they're beautiful. On this side, there's some 90s princess-like Barbies. There's the Masquerade Ball and the Angel. And the one with the flowers with the little magnetic and they flutter. There's my beautiful Ariel back there. There is some iconic people from history in that one. We got Elvis. The glare, I don't know if you can see. But there's Elvis, Frank Sinatra, Cher, Lucy, who I adore, Marilyn Monroe, and my gay Ken. And even though he doesn't necessarily fit in there, he's iconic to me and I love him. And then down here, I have some of my BMRs, the only 2 from the first wave that I loved. And actually, that guy there used to look like one of my coworkers that I used to work with. I don't anymore. But I love the fact that he has the makeup and, you know, the runway fashions. Pretty cool. Then there's some more 90s Barbies down there. Rapunzel and Ken and ice skating Barbies. Then over there I have some of my Generation Girls. My working out Barbie. Both talking Barbies. there's that. And then if we come over here, these are my giant dolls. So I have 2 Patty Play Pals. Well, 1 Patty Play Pal. And then one is a Shirley Temple, but she's a replica. She's not from that time era. She is reproduced, I think, by Ashton Drake. But they're gorgeous. And then there is the My Size Barbies. They're like 3.5 feet. The Rapunzel one. Oh, I love her. And then the 2 feet Barbies, 2 foot Barbies that were recently released not that long ago. And then this is just a random shelf. Like I have my Bead So Pretty Pocahontas, who is beautiful. The My Beautiful Baby, a Cabbage Patch dressed as a clown, and a Koosa. PJ Sparkles, whose batteries are dying. Casey Cartwheels, Simba, of course Simba. A random porcelain doll that looked like me when I was a child, kind of. And then all the way in the very, very back is my Miss Revlon behind King Kong. They're just so big, I ran out of a lot of space. And then this is what the original Build-A-Bears used to look like when they first came out. I got this for my middle school, not my high school, my middle school graduation. And you can see how much they have changed since then. But that is a legit Build-A-Bear. And on the very top shelf are my American Girls. So I have my 2 Truly Me's at the end, my Create Your Own, and my Historicals. And then next to them I have my twin, who she's so large, like I had to sit her down. And behind her is the original 18-inch doll ever, Chatty Cathy, and my one and only Wellie Wisher. And this whole entire bookshelf is nothing but Rainbow Highs. The top ones in the boxes are special editions. There's Kia Heart, the Shadow High twins, Jet Dawson's over there. My Devious twins are behind the Shadow High twins. I'm just running out of, I'm running out of space. It's awful. And these are all my girls, but arranged by colors the best I could, because we do have a lot of pink dolls. Then over in this little corner, I have my 3-foot Ariel, my huge Amaya Rain, and a couple dolls, the Baby Grows Up doll and a Disney ILY doll, donated thanks to my daughter. My friend from work made these beautiful, beautiful rosaries, just gorgeous. There's some newer aged Polly Pockets. And then on this bookshelf, because they did originate from a book series, I have my beautiful Babysitter Club dolls, all 7 of them, which I got at one shot in a bid. I started making doll stands for a few of them. I got a couple more to go. And then this is literally a bookshelf because I am a nerd with reading too. I love Janet Ivanovich, huge fan. And there's my American Girl bookend of kits, my Rose from Beauty and the Beast, my Cinderella musical snow globe, a Little Mermaid VHS, more childhood and iconic books on the bottom. And then over here is more random porcelain dolls. I have Shirley Temple and this little cute rocking chair I found at it's kind of like an estate sale thing. That one looks like my son. I do like a lot of Ashton Drake dolls, and that one looks like my son. That's why I got that one. My magical Barbie unicorn. That wolf is such a huge part of my childhood. My grandmother got that when I was like 10 or 11 for Halloween, and it's been in my family all these years. So when my aunt was like, do you want it? I was like, absolutely. Batman, because I love Batman. That is my husband's hoverboard. Not mine, but it looks cool in here, so it can stay. A little motorcycle ghoul. The few Matchbox cars I actually collect. Harry Potter ones. More doll books. And then over here, this is temporary. This is just for the time being because I need more stands for my more modern Barbies. But there's my animatronic Care Bear that sings and the My Little Pony. Cars, huge Cars fan. Some Scooby-Doo Legos. and a Harry Potter one. And I'm still currently working on some more Legos to put in there. And the wall behind all this, my kids did all this for me, all this artwork, and I love it. And I proudly post it in here, so every day that I'm in here, I get to look at it. On my windowsill, I have a big mash of things. This girl, a customer actually gave me because I was talking to her and she knows I love dolls. And she's seen this in a thrift store and thought of me, which was so sweet. My little bottle caps of Scooby and Woody, little Shopkin figures, those bracelets that came out a few years ago that they turn into like little pets, but you can wear them as bracelets. The new Wave Lala Loopsies, which are adorable. Some little pony figures. I think that's like the 3rd or 4th gen of little ponies. Nothing vintage there. My son gave me the little leprechaun guy and that little Cheerio bee. Came in a box of Cheerios. I have Barbie's camper, which I have the big version of over there. This little stone we found in, I think, AC or Sea Isle? Ocean City. And it's unicorn poop. And I guess what they wanted to do was take a picture of where you found it and post it on Instagram. But my son took it and put it in his pocket. So I have it now. Lego figures. Little lost kitties, because when they came out, I loved them. I thought they were so nice. More little mini figures. And I found this thing for like $2 in a thrift store, but she's from Sicily, which is where a majority of my family is from. So I was like, cool. My Holy Family that my son broke off Joseph's arm. So poor Joe is missing his arm. And down here in this corner, more porcelain dolls that people say are creepy, whatnot. I think they're very pretty. That big one in the back, another coworker actually gave me, because they didn't want it in their basement. They were freaked out by it. So they said, you take it. She's pretty big. She's like 2 foot tall. And I said, sure. Just very pretty dolls down here. And that's going to wrap it up. That is my entire room in a nutshell. I'm glad you guys enjoyed. Leave me comments below. Anything you want to see in more detail, let me know. Let me know what you thought of everything. If you had any favorites, anything in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day.